Hey Twitch, we are back with the final portion of our show tonight. Thanks for staying tuned, and Travis, take it away.
Buck, you see a shock of pink hair going down the road. What do you do?
Yeah, and I'm like, that bitch. Wait, so it's coming down the road, not like
It's
leaving the
like
scene.
going away from you. Like,
Okay.
you just see the hair. You know, gnomes are short, right?
Yeah, they are.
Yeah.
I'm gonna make a split second decision to
Excellent.
follow her.
Excellent.
Sneakily. Sneakily.
Yeah, give me a survival check at +5.
Ooh. Plus 17 then.
Nice. Yeah, you just walked out of random bar, and I'm
35.
like, I'm gonna follow your ass. Okay, cool. Yeah, so you start stalking down the road. I mean, you're a practice scout, right? You're good at moving quickly. Yeah, you're good at blending in and moving quickly while looking like, yeah, elves are fast, whatever. It's, he's not running after that person. So yeah, you start to catch up on as you get closer what looks like, obviously, Violet, your friend from your friend. And yeah, she walks down the road, and you see her like stop at a stall, like pay for, I don't know, an apple, and you see her like start chewing on it as she rounds a corner. Yeah, and you follow along, and you get into a slightly like narrower road. And she seems to be just walking down the road at a normal pace. You quickly catch up to her. How close do you want to get?
I probably would not get closer than 30 feet. If it's possible. Like, obviously, if she's going in an alleyway and I'd lose her if 30 feet is too far, then,
Yeah. So, 30 feet, I think people overestimate how long of a distance 30 feet is. 30 feet is 10 yards. You're
she's
pretty
also
close
got
behind
pink
her.
hair.
Yes. What I'm saying is there aren't as many people on this street, and that might be pretty close. Like, you could easily keep her in sight range at a longer distance. So if you want to go that. Okay.
60?
Cool. Yeah. Yeah, cool. So you follow her, let her get a little more distance away. And you see she like walks into the porch of what's like an inn or a tavern of some type. And you see Kendra there, like leaning against the doorway. And the two of them start talking. So you see them, they don't see you.
Wait, you said it was Vi and Kendrick were talking?
Yep, both of them.
Okay. So they don't notice me. So I'm just going to, I guess, observe. Kind of keep them in my sights. Perhaps if there's a shopkeeper or something to talk to, do that for a little bit, just to keep myself not like casual, I'm staring at them. yeah. And I just kind of observe what happens and if they do anything. Like, are they going anywhere?
Yeah.
Do they do a special handshake? They passing off notes to each other?
Yeah, you see them do the company handshake, and then they leave this note that reveals everything that's happened. No. So they, you see them talk for a little bit, and they start walking up the road, and they're coming back toward you. Like, you have plenty of time to, like, duck to the side or step out and talk to them, do whatever you want to do.
What do I want to do? I'm going to duck to the side. I'm not going to talk to them.
Cool. So for viewers who might not have seen them before, here, Kevin, if you want to show, are the two people we're talking about. Kendra, a human in heavy, like, plate mail. And then, Violet, a little gnome with a shock of pink hair. So you duck into an alleyway and try to let them pass?
Yeah. I'm not going to get in their way. I'm going to probably try and follow them sneakily again.
Yeah, roll me a stealth check, and we'll get some perception checks to boot.
Oh, a stealth check.
Yeah. Oof, that's not gonna detect you.
Oh, it's perfect. 16 plus 16.
She's got some nasty armor.
32.
Oh!
Nice. You melt into the shadows, and the two of them walk by. Yeah, you
Now,
can
how
see...
do you unmelt is the question.
I unmeld with stone.
Yep.
Yeah, so you can see that both of them are like pretty well decked out. They Kendra's got her like full armor on, her sword in its sheath, shield at her back, and Vi is like walking along. You can see a little like just a little hand crossbow at her side, but she's got this big like fucking spanner, like a big fucking wrench just draped over her shoulder. And they look like they're every bit the mercenaries you know them to be.
Yeah, and I know that... Was it Vi that cast a spell on Caden?
Yeah, I mean, you could have surmised that.
Yeah. Well, I think he sort of said as well. Or,
I
well,
told
he,
you.
like,
I
said
told
she
you.
said things, or whatever.
Yeah, I told you after it happened. I didn't tell the party.
Yeah, he kept it like on the DL in front of Durian, of course.
In front of Phil.
Okay. So I'm just gonna be, definitely cautious, because I know one of them is potentially a spellcaster, and I don't want to get caught with my pants down on what is that phrase? Caught with your pants down. Yeah. That words are hard.
There you go.
So, yeah, just keep following them at that distance, that eyesight distance.
Cool. Awesome. Yeah, you follow them for a while, and they walk along, and they seem to be walking back to a bar you were in earlier, a slightly shadier one that you know there is an half-orc bartender behind the bar.
Oh.
And you see the two of them walk in as you're observing from a few buildings down.
Okay. I kind of wait outside, I guess. I don't really have anything to make myself up. I'm not the most charismatic, so I'm not going to try and fool them in any way, shape, or form. Yeah, I'm looking around. I don't really have anything special, so no. I'm just going to wait.
Okay. Awesome. Yeah, after a few minutes, you see Kendra come back outside, and she pulls out like a... you can see she's smoking like this long cigar. She blows some smoke out, kind of looks around as she is... What did you roll on that stealth? Yeah.
35.
Yeah. So she kind of looks around, and you see, because you're close enough, hidden in the shadows, you're close enough, you see her kind of like look down and say some words, and then puff on her cigar a bit more. You don't see anyone around her.
I am perplexed by that and a little bit worried, because I don't think I can handle it if there's someone that might do the things that Durian does, like hiding in plain sight. I am going to take that information, maybe wait around for another 5 minutes, then skedaddle.
Okay, cool. Give me a D2. Okay. Yeah, you wait around for 5 minutes, and kind of observe for a while, and you see Kendra just kind of puffing on her cigar, and you skedaddle. So how do you like get out of there? Because you're like ducked into an alleyway or something on the road that leads to this place, right?
So what time of day would it be? It would be
midday. It's
midday.
Approaching middle afternoon.
Okay, well, they know in general that, we're here in the city. So I'd just kind of, walk
You've
out.
talked to them in the city.
Yeah, they know that we're here. So I just kind of like, walk out from where I am casually, not making any type of eye contact, not running or walk, just being casual, walking back towards our inn.
Okay. Cool. Yeah, so you start heading back to the inn. And Whew, okay. Okay. Cool. You start heading back to the inn, just walking casually. And yeah, can you give me a perception check?
Yep. Oh, I guess I didn't type. 17.
Nice. Yeah. You notice that Kendra has started following you.
Okay.
She's a ways behind, and she's like she's fucking clanking along in big armor, right? She's super obvious, but she's trying her best to not be.
Okay. I just let her follow me and think
Okay.
that she's got me outsmarted, and I would just head back to the inn. I'd perhaps circle past those like guard type guys and give them a wave and then head back to the inn. Make it known that I perhaps know people in the city in terms of the city guard. So
Yeah.
potentially
Awesome.
don't fuck with me, please. Thanks.
That's the DM. Take this into account.
Yes.
These
Yes.
are not the droids you're looking for.
Yes. Don't.
Awesome. Yeah. So you do that. Meanwhile, Nina, you're getting lunch, a nice cheese and cracker platter with Melissa. You're sitting in the library. You can see Caben talking to the librarian that helped you out before. Older man. Do you remember his name?
God. If we played session after session, I definitely would.
So I think his name was Henry. An
Henry,
older fellow.
right.
Yeah, but
Henry.
he was helping you look up phoenixes, and you see the two of them kind of like, maybe, Caben, do you look uncomfortable as you're hearing these dirty jokes?
He's telling me dirty jokes.
Oh yeah, he's telling you dirty jokes. He's like 80.
Okay.
He finds this highly amusing.
Yeah, so I try to give project the attitude of it's not funny, shut up, without like telling him that.
Okay.
Like
Yeah.
I don't laugh. I just like don't look at him when he says jokes.
There are no roles. He is dirty old man. He
Okay.
finds this hilarious.
Okay.
Yeah, so you see the two of them poring over some books. And Melissa pours you some water and says, "So what are you all in town for? What is Sir Durian Burr here for?"
Well, we're just passing by. We did some goodwill stuff, and we're just waiting for, well, shit, what's her name? Staffer for Miriam?
Miriam. Yes. Was it?
Yeah.
She kind of looks side to side. Is it the potion she's brewing? I heard something about a potion. I know
Yeah.
I'm not supposed to listen in, but
Oh,
and
it's
you
it's
see
just
her
a,
kind of like giggle a little.
it's okay. It's just a reward for our efforts for all the medical supplies that we brought to the other towns.
Oh,
We're
good.
just waiting
it
for
seems
that.
like that's been in really short supply. A lot of and she jerks her finger up to the offices on the upper floor and says, "Well, it seems everyone's pretty concerned about it. Well, good. I mean, you people are right heroes then. Excellent. So, did you see anything weird out there?"
I mean, yeah. I mean,
I thought so. What's out there?
some-
Everyone wants to know. I told my
some
friends,
weird monsters.
she
and
again looks
weird
side by
monsters.
side, leans in. Oh, I'm sorry.
I'm just saying, like, weird monsters, some more weird monsters.
You describe them to me. I told my
Creepy.
friends if I heard anything.
Creepy scorpion cross something monsters. These weird fish things. I think we actually killed a bunch of them just to get the medical supplies. Apparently their eyes have curative powers. Who knew? And you know the things I'm talking about, right, Travis?
Of course, like the frogs in Ocarina of Time. Yes.
Oh, I love that.
Oh no, it's just a creepy place. I don't recommend going there.
Oh no, it's super deadly. I can't believe you survived. And anyone who
Well,
says
I
you're
mean-
out there.
I sort of look back and I look over my shoulder where there's 5-foot long scythe or something. Probably.
Yeah,
Like, the scythe
this
is almost
giant
the size of
fucking
me, right?
weapon.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm 5'4", the scythe is basically my size. So I'm like,
You
yeah.
have to, like tuck it in crossways so it doesn't drag on the ground, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm pretty confident in my ability to defend myself.
Yeah. Well, I mean, with the armor and she nods. It's like, well, so are the rumors true?
Goodness.
Yeah, there was something about weird rat people and fur on your face. Some people have gone out exploring before. There's even supposed to be a head witch. People say she looks side to side again. Say she's the sister of Baba Yaga.
The hell is a Baba Yaga?
Oh boy.
Some legendary witch. I don't know.
Wait, that's not the chick Owen Hepburn killed a long time ago by accident by killing the familiar, was it?
No.
You remember how there was a witch or something in the city and it attacked a caravan and Owen
No.
just took one shot at it, dropped it,
Oh.
and killed her in the brain?
It
No.
wasn't the familiar with the witch.
That was you did not kill Baba Yaga.
Baba Yaga is a very prominent literary
Yeah.
person.
Anyway, she's like, well, it's all just rumors, The Spellscar Plains are something of mystery. You have so
Yeah, I
many
did-
cool stories, Nina.
I didn't turn into some weird rat person. And, I look at myself and pretty sure when I noticed the facial hair.
Well, I didn't say you would have turned into, but ran into. Well, either way, can you describe some of the cool monsters? And she starts putting a plate together, and yeah, I think as we see you go into that.
I was supposed to get information from her, not the other way around. My plan is failing.
Well, yeah, what are you asking her? I'm sorry, I didn't mean to swipe away. What are you asking her?
I was gonna ask how the things were with say the Stepaphores and the police, politics.
She shrugs and says, "Well, I mean, they're here now, so it doesn't hurt to say, but they've been preparing for this for a while. The elves, some kind of big diplomatic thing. Well, I don't know.
Any idea what they could be up to? I mean, I thought Tien was pretty much neutral.
Well, exactly. I think it's something with aid and helping out with the situation. I hope it works. There are a lot of people by the lakeshore that aren't very fortunate."
Yes, I've ran into them every town I've been through. Sadly, there's absolutely nothing I can do. I mean, besides, I jokingly turn my head to myself and but that's not particularly,
Yes, they're yeah. I can understand how a guard, a person skilled in combat would not have a lot
An
to do
escort.
here.
I correct in the term as an escort.
She you see her instantly flush.
I
And-
mean, escort as someone who escorts a lord, a bodyguard. So
A mercenary. Yes. Yeah. She like nods quickly.
but
Like,
I got the exact response I was looking for, so victory for me. I'm trying to throw her off balance so that she
Yeah.
stops asking.
So she flushes and like gulps down some water. You do have her at kind of a disadvantage. Is there something else you wanted to ask? Something you wanted to know? Like she can't tell you what are the deep, dark plans of this whole thing because they've kept it very hush hush.
I guess I'm like, so have you heard any weird rumors about, cults, gangs, thieves?
Cults.
Yeah, I heard there was bounties and stuff.
Oh, well, I mean, there are these ones. They're on the north side of the Fallcrest Bluffs. It's tough to tell because it's not here in Ariadnish. A lot of the priests aren't very concerned when it doesn't deal with home. But there are
It's
some of these
not
people-
within the border.
the Fallcrest Bluffs are the northern border between Ariadnish and Locus, and the people that seem to be doing the weird stuff, well, they're north of that. But I don't know, they're said to be doing weird things and trying to interrogate people. They seem to be looking for something.
Yes, looking for something. I wonder what that could be. I mean, it just ponders for a second and wonders if it could be the same people that came and attacked her. Dun dun dun.
Yeah,
Okay.
I think I think Melissa takes some like bread and cheese and says, "Well, hopefully you don't have to run into them." And she like takes a bite, and then I think we swipe over to Durian. So you had made a bad roll, and bad rolls are fun.
Not only did I make a bad roll, but you made me sit on it for a little while.
A little while. So yeah, I think you've been like telling the story of how you fought and then bargained and then pleaded, and yeah, you've like escaped to come back here, and there's some discussion among the clergy there, and they don't seem to hide it much. Basically, one goes, "Well, some hero he is. He didn't even fight her." Like they seem to be questioning whether or not your story can be believed, right? Because you basically bargained with creatures that they consider like the ultimate evil. Like any knowing person of Ariadnish, any true believer in Palor would sacrifice their life if they could bring down these terrible dragons. And like there's a lot of discussion, like, you've been in the city for a while. That's kind of the angle that they're approaching it at, and they're like starting to speak about amongst themselves. And the great Shima is sitting there, kind of listening into all of this. He is not moved much. He has not said a word since being introduced to you. What do you do?
So I think maybe this builds over the top of the end of my story is kind of what you're
Yeah.
saying. Like I wrap it up, it's
Yep.
like on the background. And
Yeah.
so I look around a moment and stand up and I say,
Yeah, some of the conversation stops. They look at you. Some of them more skeptically than before.
don't know why me bringing this tale to you brings skepticism when, had I followed some of the advice I'm hearing around me now, you would be none the wiser of the threat, and I assure you that it would take, as much as I would like to claim that I could, with my band of merry friends, slay such a beast, I seriously doubt we could have done it, especially in her own lair. I live to fight another day, and perhaps gain help for this cause or send warning. Better than the armies marching forth underground, if that's what this being intends to do, just pillaging your already war-torn and refugee-starved cities. So I've given you a chance.
Yeah, I think there's like a pregnant silence there for a moment, as like the priests all kind of sit back a little
Earned.
at that. And I think I'm going to roll a die because I don't want to determine the outcome of that myself.
That's a bad thing.
It can be.
I mean, it's true.
Yeah, I
They don't
think
wanna
your
know the
uncle.
truth.
I think your uncle speaks quietly and says, "Well said, Sir Durian. One cannot expect a mercenary to sacrifice himself for others. You've done very well to earn your post, and to keep it, and to bring this information to the Council of Cien, and to, of course, the great leaders of Ariadnish. They should be in your debt." And he nods to the priests, who look a little cowed, and he says, "Surely a man such as yourself can be paid a good price for this information. In the meantime, I'm sure the leaders of this country would discuss what to do next." And he like nods toward the door, like, he's basically like, "Good job, mercenary. You've earned some money."
Yeah. I look at him, and I stare at him pointedly,
Hmm.
and then I
He stares
turn,
back.
and then I turn to the Stavrofor and I say, "Will there be anything else?"
"No, thank you, Sir Durian." She like nervously picks back up. "No, thank you, Sir Durian. We all appreciate your very honest testimony. I'm sure was terrifying out there. The spell-scarred plains are an area of ill repute, and well, running into a dragon, something that size. Thank you." And you can see she's like heartfelt, like, "Thank you for bringing this info."
I bow and I turn back and I nod to the great Shima, and I look to the the high counselor, and I nod to her, and I turn to go, and I turn back and I say, "Good counselors, Stavrofor's, if there's anything else you need from me, I shall be at the inn I'm staying at, where I can be found, where me and my party can be sought for more information. But we leave town in a couple days, since I'm sure that there are more pressing, large military matters to be handled."
Yeah, and I think some of the members around the room nod. Lady Tegan stands up and holds out her hand, shakes yours, and says, "Good to see you again, Sir Durian. Thank you." And Lord Arendelle, like, shakes your hand pretty animatedly. Like, people are getting up and talking to each other. It's like, okay, the whole meeting's done. He shakes your hand animatedly, pulls you in again, and says, "Thank you for not fucking that up. Humans and half-humans are viewed pretty badly in Cien. Thank you." And he's like pushes you back and shakes your hand again. Like, that was his advice last time you talked to him. Like, please don't go around the streets being all naked. You're giving us a bad name, that kind of thing.
Yeah, I nod, and
You can see he's just relieved that that this went well.
Yep, Durian's
Mm.
pretty pissed. He's just gonna leave now.
Yeah, and I think as you walk out, like, you pass by your uncle, who is talking to one of the priests, and he looks at you and you look at him, and there's a moment, like, what does Durian look like in this moment? Because I mean, essentially, like,
It's I don't care who you are or who I've become. If I found you on the open road, I would slit your throat.
Yeah, there's this look of anger.
Yeah, of I will fucking kill you if I find you alone somewhere.
Yeah, I think he looks at you, and for just a moment, the mask drops, and there's this look of just vicious triumph. And and I think that's a good spot to end it for tonight.
Motherfucker.
Nice.
Travis, I had no action. I was like, the only action I want to do here is fuck shit up, and I don't want to fuck shit up. Damn it.
All right, so thanks again, guys. It was fun to play again.
Mm-hmm.
Kevin,
See you
I guess
next
this
month.
this is your channel, so I'll let you do the spiel.
I'll echo
I'm
what Travis has
practicing,
said.
sorry.
Thanks for watching, guys. We really appreciate it. Are we good for next week? Next Monday?
Yes.
I'm pretty sure I am good for my Tuesday, anyway. There is a Tuesday, probably, that's coming up. It's tied with holiday that's on the Monday. I probably won't be available, just because I will probably have to
Be
swap
hungover.
a daily shift.
Yep.
No, actually, I work Mondays.
Yeah, just
but
let us know what day.
Because Monday's public holiday, I'll get switched, probably.
Let us know in advance.
Sure, let us know what day. But if we're good for next week, please
That would be awesome.
join us next week, guys, because we've done some good stuff. And it's episode 90, so that's fun, too.
Yep.
And maybe I'll be fun again.
Maybe.
So it's gonna
Nah.
be, trust me, it's gonna be episode 90. You won't want to miss it.
Awesome. Looking forward to it. If you like the
here we
show,
go.
guys, please give the channel a follow, and we try to post things on YouTube when we're done or when I get around to it. Sorry about that. And yeah, thanks for watching again, and have a good night. Bye.